we're here in Ul'dah tonight, where we are going to be getting to patch 7.25 shortly, but before we do, the reintroduction of the Gold Saucers promo event has taken place. And so I figured, if it's so close to the patch launch night, or the continuation of the patch launch night in this instance, why not do this first? So, that's exactly how we're going to go about it. This will serve as our prologue, and then we can get to the main event of patch 7.25. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world. Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail live here on Twitch. So, as I chill out with this young lady here on a bench in the streets of Ul'dah, you might remember the last time I was chilling out on a bench in the streets of Ul'dah, it was with a pair of Lalafels. So, this time I decided to find someone else to sit to, and they clearly obviously know who I am. I mean, the Warrior of Light does stand out in the crowd after all. So, across the street from me is this ebullient citizen, and I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. But yeah, what do you say we go ahead and talk to him and see what's going on for the 2025 edition of Gold Saucer's Make It Rain campaign. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on the level 15 quest entitled Royal Rumblings. The ebullient citizen can barely contain his enthusiasm for the Gold Saucer festivities. Also, hey there Luna, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Fair stranger, did you hear of the sensational Gold Saucer festivities currently underway? All who participate are entitled to a handsome MGP bonus, not to mention discounts on a bevy of prizes. A simply unmissable opportunity, I'm sure you'll agree. What's more, I gather that they're hosting special triple triad classes for younglings, all taught by the Cardinal of Cards himself, King Elmer III! So, he was a cardinal, but then he became a king and not a pope. Yeah, those of you who are aware, of course, it was not that long ago that we got ourselves a new pope in Leo the 14th. Which reminds me, a rather peculiar rumor concerning the king has been circulating recently. My friend Ollier works at the saucer, and by his telling, it's causing much consternation among the staff. Judging by your indomitable gaze and well-worn garb, I wager you're an adventurer. If any of this is what your appetite for intrigue, I suggest you journey to Card Square and speak with Ollier directly. Sure thing. Look at me blubbering on. I best be off, for I shan't rest until every Ul'dah in this fine city is privy to the Gold Saucer festivities. Alright, you go do that, sir. Alright, so let's head off then to the Gold Saucer. So here at the Gold Saucer, we will be going specifically to just to the entrance of where the Triple Triad area is. So here's Ollier, whom Rika is very familiar with. Hello there, sir. Good to see you again. I come here on behalf of Rika. Well, I never. If it isn't Master Griffin. It is a pleasure to see you again. Which of our myriad games and entertainments will you be dabbling in today? Well, actually... You came all this way to discuss the rumor with me? I'm touched that you take interest in what must seem like a trifling matter, but if you're willing, I'd be grateful for your assistance. Forgive the intrusion. Yeah, there's the man who runs the Triple Triad Halls, King Elmer III himself. I thought it best that I myself inform you of the details. Alright then. I am King Elmer, and while it is not technically royal blood coursing through these veins, my reign over Card Square is absolute. Of all our Triple Triad playing stuff, I am without question the strongest. Yeah, no one will dispute that. He definitely has the best deck among everyone in this hall. And for that matter, also within the battle hall that can be accessed by the Duty Finder. Alas, an unsavory rumor threatens to topple my metaphorical crown. There are mutterings that the king is no more than a fresh-faced novice. And like, what? After you've been doing this thing for 10 years plus? I am the final hurdle before fledgling players go on to challenge the realm's best triple triad tacticians. Overcoming my curator's strategies is paramount to their future standing. And yet my prowess is called into question? Inconceivable! Or maybe I should say, inconceivable! I mean, you gotta do it like Vizzini, right? This ordeal has proven rather stressful for King Elmo III. As I'm sure you can appreciate, even the most level-headed among us can unravel during times of crisis. It is worth noting that our records don't indicate any crushing defeats or the like to blemish his reputation. As far as the gold source is concerned, King Elmo III continues to fulfill his duties with the utmost skill and professionalism. Painstakingly have I honed my skills, analyzed countless techniques, all that I might provide our guests with thrilling experiences. If this rumor isn't contained, the very meaning of challenging me would be lost! Oh, that's so. Meanwhile, hi there Minuet, welcome to stream, glad to have you with us, and thank you for redeeming 2,500 channel points. Yeah, unfortunately you only get an alert when you go up as high as 1,600, so unfortunately you don't get a channel message redemption pop-up, but thank you so much. These murmurings affect not just the king himself, but the entirety of Card Square, and who would test their metal with their skilled confines. We must act swiftly to ensure that they spread no further. Before he arrived, we established that none of our colleagues are the origin of the rumor, but the task remains to find those responsible. Can we count on your aid? You certainly can. Thank you, adventurer. Your assistance is most appreciated. As much as I like to help, between my regular duties and teaching the younglings, I simply don't have the time. Please do accept my apologies. Alright, yeah, I'll let you focus on chinning out in here. And in the meantime, I propose we split up and question some of the patrons. I shall begin my inquiries in Round Square, which leaves Wonder Square in your capable hands. Sure thing. Let us reconvene in the E3 Plaza shortly. Yes, sir. Alright, let's go hit the Wonder Square up then. So, who will we find who can possibly give us information? Well, starting over here with this gazing patron. The notion that the king is anything but a consummate master of triple triad is preposterous. I heard he was around here somewhere, though. Where could he have gone to? I don't know, but that's what we're gonna hopefully find out. Yeah, Senior Stable Tender, our little Lalafell friend doing his thing. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, sitting down is this pondering patron. And ironically, it is a Lalafell. If you're after the king, I just spotted him here in the square, losing a round of triple triad. He got absolutely trounced. Must be something going on. Yeah, maybe he's taking it easy and cutting everyone some slack with a weaker deck. In the meantime, a Fate just popped up. And meanwhile, a flustered Lass over here. The rumor must have passed me by, but I just spotted King Elmo III striding off toward Event Square. To catch a glimpse of him wearing the saucer? Why, it's a gift from the spinner herself. Is it now? Well, we'll leave the fates for another time. Or the gates, rather, in this instance. We need to speak with Allier. Adventurer, how fares your investigation? Oh, here's how it's going. Your findings mirror my own. For a blessing, it seems few patrons actually believe the rumor. Although the sightings of a king wandering around Card Square are cause for concern. Or outside Card Square in this instance. As far as I'm aware, King Elmo III hasn't left his table. Yeah, a second king walks among us, or we have an imposter on our hands. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this imposter thing around here during Make It Rain before. I am of the very same mind. Their motives are unclear, but if they are indeed the source of the rumor, it behoves us to act. Let us make for Vent Square and seek out this false king. Alright, so survey the square from the vantage point. Yeah, which in this case is the vantage point of being right underneath the action as it's all going down. And yeah, I could have warped on over here, but what would be the fun if I didn't show you exactly what was about to transpire? Plus also, he's upstairs. So yeah, this vantage point we can not only find out where the king is, but we can also see what's about to happen on stage. Meanwhile... oh, something caught my eye. King Elmer III? What are their chances? We must duel! But of course, prepare yourself for a royal thrashing! And so they thrash. Huzzah! I beat the king! 'Tis true what they say, you're as weak as they come! Bested by one of my subjects? Oh, the shame! Adventurer, have you seen the Pretender? Yeah, in fact, he's very close by. There he is, our false king. Let us approach. Yeah, while he's sulking. Excuse me? Say, do you fine folks partake in the delights of Triple Triad? If you're in the mood for a round or two, King Elmer III shall be glad to oblige. Ugh, look at that ugly mug. Yeah, you're no king, usurper, or I dare say that we found the source of the rumor, or for a king of cards you seem awfully devoid of talent. Yeah. Which is why I'm raising my eyebrow. No need to be so scathing. I'm doing my very best, I'll have you know. Wait! You're a gold saucer attendant?! Yeah. It's not a Playboy bunny, unfortunately. We brought in a real man. Curses. You're here to detain me, aren't you? No, I won't let you! I'm not ready to give up my crown! Yeah, wait, you charlatan! I mean, I have sprint ability, I can go after him. What do I do? Or rather, what do I see? Yeah, is that the king's trump card? So yeah, let's have a look. While at the same time, down on the main stage, yeah, we can see that we have Yojimbo on the stage playing a shell game with the winning participants. Unfortunately, some are not very fortunate. So we gotta go find Allier now. So yeah, basically what's going on in this game is that you're trying to dodge the falling shards of bamboo. If you've never played this game, it is one of the hardest to win. Please accept my apologies for dashing off like that. I'm afraid my efforts were in vain. I soon lost sight of him. Oh, did you find something? I have, yes. Meanwhile, yeah, too bad we can't turn the camera around so that you can continue to see the proceedings. King Elmer III card? These were commissioned as an exclusive gift for his most ardent fans. For Triple Triad enthusiasts, King Elmer III's unwavering dedication to the game inspires respect and devotion in equal measure. I'd be willing to bet our imposter is one such fan. So much so that he's went into cosplay as him. With that in mind, I'd like to see this card returned to him. Though I fear he'll simply flee should we approach him directly. We'll need to devise a plan. So what do we do? Yeah, while we're mulling over this. Yeah, in the meantime... Yeah, poor little Chada's seems to have gone lost. Now then, don't fret. We'll make an announcement and your mother will soon come and get you. Really? You promise? Absolutely. How about we head somewhere easier to find? Yeah, it's rare to see a lady around here at the Gold Saucer not dressed like a Playboy bunny. In fact, this may be the first instance that I've ever seen of such a circumstance. Of one of the female staff actually being the exception and not the rule. So yeah, let's summon him with an announcement. Of course, I'll announce that we have found a lost card. If he is half the king of the third suspect I suspect he is, he'll soon come to collect it. I shall make arrangements right away. In the meantime, I ask that you wait by the main counter for the imposter to appear. Sure thing. So away he goes. And away we go. I just need to remember my way back. See, yeah, like I said, exception, not the rule. So let's head on back to the other side, back over to the main counter. And then, once we get to our intended spot, trying to hide behind the fountain. As we just chill out. A King Elmer III triple triad card was recovered in Event Square. We kindly ask the rightful owner to present themselves at the main counter. And so, we do. Yeah, here's the doppelganger. And the guy at the counter is probably wondering like, hey Elmer, what are you doing here? Praise Nimia! I fear I had lost you for good. Behind you. Do you want to make this dirty? Yeah, because I can run after you. I'm the warrior of light, damn it. And now you have nowhere to turn. Because, yeah, even the real king is like, yeah, I'm getting in on this. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that he's an imposter because he's even got his hair bleached. I thought I might offer Ollier assistance during my break. Little did I know that I'd be chasing down an imposter. I can only presume this is him. Indeed it is. You there, having a novice masquerade as the king is a grave threat to the order of Triple Triad. If word spreads that I am a feeble opponent, what thrill is there to be had in challenging me? Forgive me, that was never my intention. Why commit to such a guise in the first place? Yeah. Look, I love Triple Triad, but I'm hopeless when it comes to playing. I thought that by mimicking you, you would somehow make me stronger. Give me a taste of victory. Then one day, someone mistook me for the real king. I got carried away and started pretending that I was you. Obviously, that's no way to prove my game, but... Forgive my kingly comportment. It's methods and tactics you must imitate. Only after rigorous analysis of your foe's stratagems will you go stronger. He's like, I'm not sure I follow. Yeah. When I began my journey, I struggled immensely. But by studying my opponents, learning and leveraging their skills, I gradually improved and thus developed my own identity as a player. Of course, it didn't come easy. Some opponents were difficult to mimic, and only after countless defeats did I carve a path to the throne. In a sense, the king is a composite of all the players I bested along the way. From your telling, the concept of imitation is clearly an intrinsic part of the game. Seems that way, doesn't it? Indeed. To succeed in the world of Triple Triad, you must seek out worthy opponents, commit their tactics to memory, and build up your repertoire. I look forward to the day that you face me, not as some pale imitation, but as a fully fledged player with your very own identity. Just you wait. One day I'll be ready to challenge the real King Armor. Oh, and sorry again for all the trouble I've caused. Yeah, can you at least start by not cosplaying as him? It seems the rumor has caused little damage. I'm inclined towards lenience. I hope that strikes you as agreeable, adventurer. It certainly does. But yeah, can we get you at the very least to not be cosplaying as the guy, so we don't have this confusion anymore? Right, I believe that case is closed. I'm glad we were able to resolve this before any lasting harm was done. You have my gratitude. I better get back to Card Square. Do drop by sometime. Well, I've already had my win against you, Armor, and I've already claimed all the cards you had. But I do appreciate the invitation, though. Alright, Ollier, let's go ahead and end this, then. I'm relieved that we were able to nip this in the bud. By way of thanks, please accept this King Armor III card. Why, thank you. It's one of the very first we had printed, from those reserved by King Armor III himself. A rarity among rarities, if you will. Anyhow, with the festivities still in full swing, I do hope you stay and unwind. After all this talk of Triple Triad, I imagine you're itching to put your acquisition to the test in Card Square. I'm sure I would, but for now, there's still too much to do tonight, so we'll take our 1,440 experience points, 554 gil, the King Armor III Triple Triad, which is incidentally known as card number 9,999. I really wonder if this game will exist to the point that there are going to be 9,999 cards. And we also got the Overreact emotes. Yeah, I mean, given that there's been a renewed interest in Final Fantasy XI, and that's been going on now for over 20 years, like, I mean, what can I say? That Final Fantasy XIV has done a really good job of keeping the spirit of 11 alive. You've learned the emote React. I don't know if it can even be, I don't even know if it can be exchanged, honestly, their minuet. Also, we got the achievement Royal Rumor Reputated. Yeah, to prove my point. Yeah, the card list only goes as high as 444. But here's where Mr. Elmer is. Yeah, he says, I'm the final hurdle before fledgling players go on to challenge their own best Triple Triad tacticians. Overcoming my curated strategies is paramount to their future standing. Indeed it is. Alright, so there we go. We have accomplished what we had to here at the Make It Rain campaign, and of course now that we have the new emoji. Yeah, let's see what happens when I overreact. Wow, that really makes my ears stand up on end. Yeah, let me see if I can get the camera in a darker position just so I can show you. Yeah, let's show that again. Yeah, wow, my ears really stand up on end. Jeez, I make Graha tears, and his ears standing up on end, I put them to shame. But now that this is taken care of, we can now start seeing what patch 7.25 has to offer.